Hey, I'm CJ.
And I'm Aaron, and we're the masters of boredom, where nothing is off the table.
And this is our review of Mystic Vale. Hey you, do you like the outdoors? Do you enjoy the greenery? Are you any good with a hoe? I know I am.
CJ.
Then you may enjoy the gardening delights of Mystic Vale. Dust off your druid cloak and get ready to plow.
CJ?
Your fields! You might even make friends with a bear, or an otter if you're so inclined.
Oh my god!
Come back, bear.
Mystic Vale is a card building game, a lot like a deck building game, except instead of adding or removing cards to the deck over time, you'll have the same deck at the beginning of the game that you do at the end. But the cards in that deck will have radically changed thanks to these ingenious little transparent inserts. Just insert them into the sleeves and boom, cards got a brand new ability.
Alright, let's get one thing straight. Just because you're not good at a game doesn't mean that the game is intrinsically bad or flawed. Mystic Vale is a good game that I am no good at. I love the concept of having a card building game, but the probability of getting the advancements you purchase in the sleeves that you want to put them in while they're in your field, there's a reason I don't gamble. This is Druid Blackjack, and I fold.
He's not kidding, by the way. He loses Mystic Vale repeatedly by a not insignificant margin.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure why. His strategy is solid. He's got a great gut check when deciding whether to press his luck or not. And yet...
yeah...
And I win this game more often than not. And I think the only real difference between us is that I really don't think ahead. I prefer to improvise. I will make the best card I can given the options available to me. Whereas he seems to be going for that perfect card combo that he'll never get.
Yeah... I really think that the reason this game frustrates me more than other deck builders is that I like to plan my moves in advance. But most of what I want to do can't happen for one reason or another. That being said, the game design is really inventive. You play with the same 20 cards throughout the game, but what they do changes based on the decisions that you make. You're the blackjack dealer and the player. Hit, stay, or spoil. It's all up to you.
Not to make a gardening joke, but I really dig this one. Mystic Vale is an intriguing puzzle that begs solving. Do you buy up growth symbols trying to negate the cursed lands? Or do you just go straight for victory points? Or do you stock up on spirit symbols to buy up all the Vale cards, which do add some nice depth to the game? Sometimes you won't really have a choice, and that's because the creators wisely restricted you to just 9 card possibilities across 3 tiers, and restrictions force you to make the best out of what you've got.
I've tried a couple of different strategies. First, I tried ignoring the blanks, and decided to strengthen the cursed lands. Since you have to deal with them anyway, you might as well make them as useful as possible, right? That strategy failed embarrassingly. I've also tried making my own custom cards out of the blanks. While that strategy fared a bit better, I still lost. But at least I didn't feel like I should be wearing a dunce cap and sitting in the corner of shame.
And ironically, the most recent game I played, I ignored my blanks completely and focused on improving my cursed lands. And I won by a wide margin. This is what I'm talking about. The game requires you to stay flexible and go with the flow. You have to consider probabilities. You have to consider every card available to you. You can't lock yourself into one way to play. You have to be ready to take advantage of every opportunity. Maybe you're just not very good at gardening.
That would explain why all my houseplants are dead. The artwork on the advancements is obviously very condensed, but still highly detailed. And it's sandwiched in plastic, where it will live forever. How environmentally friendly? The Vale cards are much larger, and the artwork on them is fantastic. All of the cards contain symbols as well as words, and I really appreciate that, because my ability to decipher hieroglyphics is somewhere on par with my ability to perform rocket surgery.
Let's talk about the quality of the materials. The advancement inserts are well made, and as they noted, the protective plastic wrap came off most of them after a few plays, but some stubbornly still cling to theirs. The sleeves are starting to wear a little bit, but thankfully the devs included some spare sleeves for just an eventuality. Everything in this box is well made, including the box, which you'll note might waste a little space, but it does so for ease of sorting, which I consider to be a fair trade. So, what's the word for this game, CJ?
Well, I can't think of any other word for this game but bountiful.
Like my pants!
Aaron, stop it. We've talked about this. Mystic Vale is a clever spin on the deck building formula. And even though I'm terrible at it, it's still a good game that's equal parts stressful and exciting. It's particularly exhilarating to press your luck in a game like this. But Lady Luck and I aren't exactly on speaking terms, and she still has my stereo.
The best games make me feel like I was in control of the outcome and not leaving it to chance, and I think Mystic Vale accomplishes this with verve and finesse. My friend might believe that luck robs him of his glory, but I think that every choice from which advancement to buy to which card sleeve to put it in matters, and I think improvisation is key. I might be wrong, it might all be in the lap of chance, but my point is that Mystic Vale doesn't make me feel like I won because I was lucky. I feel like I won because I made the right choices, and that's important.
And that's the game. For the Masters of Boredom, I'm CJ.
And I'm Aaron. Please click that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys next time. I'm sad.
What's the matter, dude?
The video's over.
What happens now?
I don't know. Oh, we can watch a new one!
How?
They could click! There! Oh my, it's right in front of your face!
What about there?
Ah! No, oh, hey, I kind of like this. This is cool.
I've never seen the other side of a video before.
Yeah.